Alright, what's up everybody? So we are on Season 2, Episode 7 of Attack on Titan, and obviously we are coming right off of what has probably been the most insane episode of the whole show so far. I am still, I've actually been able to withhold myself for a good week from continuing, but it's been on my mind, every single day. I literally just, watched the edit one more time yesterday, and it's funny because, you know, maybe in the moment you can't even really fully appreciate everything that's going on. Because, of course, I was still shocked by the surprise in itself of Reiner being the Armored Titan and him revealing that in the way he did to Eren, casually just mentioning it. And I still have no idea what that's about, honestly. But, it isn't... I mean, I noticed it in the moment as well. But, of course, in the edit, I'm once again just seeing the whole scene play out. And hearing the music that's being played, right? It's that alternative version of one of the themes that we've been hearing in the show now a couple of times. Right at that moment when it's playing and you're seeing these still images literally pass by of moments where Eren spent time together with Reiner and Bertolt, you know, back in the training corps and episode 3 of the first season, right? And yeah, that music is playing and you literally feel the betrayal. I had literal goosebumps just watching it a second, a third, and a fourth time. It is literally so well done. And like I said, maybe the very first time watching it, while you're still so shocked by everything going on, you can't even fully appreciate it. So something I definitely had to mention. And, you know, people have been talking about that as well on Patreon in the comments, how, of course, and I fully agree with them, the music deserves more shout-outs, I guess, right? Like I said, it's sometimes that the story, of course, takes the... you know, it plays the most important role, so you don't always get to talk about, you know, maybe character development sometimes, or music, or this and that, but of course, it's a whole package, and I definitely do have to, you know, give a massive shout-out to the music, like I said, but... other than that, maybe one thing that I still wanted to, I guess, mention, because I didn't get to mention it. You know, I watched episode 4, 5, and 6 back to back. There was something that I wasn't quite catching on to for a while, which is that they kept talking about this hole that they couldn't find it in the wall, right? And I'm like, what is that about? I got so confused that I started to think about, does this have to do with the... Titan in the walls that we saw in the first episode or something? Is that the hole that they're talking about? They sealed that up, right? I didn't really get it. And then, you know, people pointed out to me and it immediately made sense. Now, what was going on is that in that first episode, actually, they got ambushed within the second ring, which should have been a safe territory, right? So they figured that the walls must have been breached. But that's what they found out, is that, of course, some of the... It seems like some of the Titans that were in there actually, they didn't breach the wall and get in there. No, it was probably, I assume, real people that turn into these Titans. You know, and that's why, of course, again, we saw that in the village of Connie, you know, where he saw a Titan that looked like his mom, which I assumed from the start that is probably his mom. So these humans actually turn into Titans, right? And that's the Titans that we've seen basically attack them. The question is, of course, how is it possible that these humans are able to turn into Titans? And what is the correlation there between them and then, you know, the... of course, the people more in on the conspiracy and the special Titans, right? There's another thing to be talked about there regarding Ymir, is that I think I casually mentioned that in my review for the last episode, that I just simply assumed that Ymir was... in a way, working together with Reiner and, you know, Annie, of course, and all these other people that can turn into Titans. But the more I thought about it, you know, it seems to make sense at first, because they also, you know, Bertolt, of course, immediately snatched Ymir's body so that they couldn't, you know, research it any further or whatever, to basically protect their secret. But then again, we learned in that episode that Reiner apparently wasn't aware that Ymir was a Titan, right? And Ymir did seem to have her own kind of motives, where she was still protecting Krista and protecting people on the good side, so to say, right? So Ymir seems to... Yes, she was a Titan, but she still seemed to have had her own role. And so things are... as usual, confusing as hell, and I'm totally down for that, right? But it's, you know, all that is to say is that I have no idea what's going on. Things are definitely more complex than you might think it is, you know, and so... Yeah, man, I'm just making myself up for what this episode is going to be. What am I expecting for episode 7? I mean, I assume it's going to be a massive fight, right? That's the cliffhanger we ended on. You know, Eren is about to fight, I guess, both the Armored and the Colossal Titan at once, together with his whole squad, I guess, or something. I have no idea, man. I don't think it's realistic to expect either of these to die in this episode, like either of the two Titans. I mean, I don't know. I feel like Reiner will definitely as the Armored Titan, he'll last the whole season probably, and I don't know if he's ever, like, if he's gonna die in the season or something. That's kind of what I'm expecting for some concrete predictions, but I guess, like, the Colossal Titan, Bertholdt, I mean, he might, I don't know, they might be able to actually defeat him or something. I don't know. I have no idea. This is just me thinking out loud, and yeah, we're just gonna see about that. Of course, before we quickly get into the episode, let me point out you can already watch the next 5 episodes on Patreon. Early access is up there right now, linked on top of the description. Full-length reactions there as well, OVAs if you want to watch all that stuff. Of course, that way you get to support me, and at the same time get a lot of, you know, cool stuff to check out, episodes to watch right now. We should be almost finished with season 2 over there. And let me at the same time also point out, because I don't do that enough, if you're new here somehow, or if you're not subscribed to my channel yet, make sure you do that. I noticed that a lot of people watching these reactions are actually not subscribed. They just, you know, the YouTube algorithms help sometimes, and that's nice. But of course, if you want to make sure to always get notified when I upload these episodes, which is twice a week, make sure you hit the subscribe button, because I'll be watching this entire series, obviously, through until the end. And even after that, I have a lot of future plans for doing more anime shows afterwards that people will want me to check out. So, yeah, definitely make sure to do that. And then for now, let's dive into Season 2, Episode 7 of Attack on Titan. This is not the opening I had expected. Ooh. Oh, are we gonna get Reiner backstory, actually? This is back in that 3rd episode, I remember. この手で巨人どもを皆殺しにしなきゃならねえって、そう思ったんだ。He must have thought, well, this kid is determined. エレン・イエーガーだったっけ? I mean, surely he must have seen him as a threat right from the start then. Even though he, of course, didn't know yet that Eren could turn into a Titan. Jesus. I love how we just see Bertholdt. I'm just calling him Bertholdt now, right? But we're just seeing him like... He's so insanely huge. He's just like rising out of the wall. And I still can't quite get over the fact that it's that Colossal Titan we literally saw in the very first scene of the whole show. And now to kind of think like, that was Bertholdt. Of all people. Like, I feel like we saw that guy like 3 times in the whole show or something. I don't know. あの時、2人の首を跳ね落としていれば、最大のチャンスを私ならできたはず。なぜ? Okay, she's kind of speaking about that like something stopped her. Who is that? I'm actually wondering what the other body is that he consumed. Damn, I really, the animation is super impressive. Holy shit, look at this dude. Can he just like disappear again? He's just doing what he did last time, isn't he?
今は骨格を保ったままろうそくのように熱を発し続けています。
いつまで体を燃やし続けていられるか見ものだが、いずれ彼は出てくる。待ち構えてそこを狙うまでだ。いいか。
So is this like one of his other attacks in a way, or?
ためらうな。
ライナーとベルトルトはどこですか？あいつら立体起動装置をつけてないんです。どうかあの二人を助けてください。
Did he not get the memo? I guess he wasn't there in the moment, or... Oh wow, he has like rock plates or something.
クソが、あのクソ野郎。兵士だの責任だの吠えてたやつが、お前みたいに強くなれたらいいなとか思ってたっけ。
Yeah, I really do remember that Rhino was like pretty much the first person in that episode, that third episode, kind of treating Eren nicely, because he was like having all these arguments with John at the time.
お前ら本当にクソ野郎だよ。多分人類
That's putting it lightly.
こんなに悪いことしたやつはいねえよ。
Yeah, because that, I mean... Obviously that makes him very responsible as well for the killing of Eren's mom. Okay. That was quite the counter, I guess. Oh shit.
力で投げたわけじゃないんだ。相手より力で劣る者が自分を守るための技術だったりするからね。あんたも知ってて損はしないよ。
わかった。少し休憩しよう。
Is that Rhino falling onto him?
なんでライナーが降ってくんだよ。
ねえ、兄。
Mikasa. Oh shit. I guess Annie figured from the start Mikasa would kind of be her rival. Wasn't Annie like number 2 or something as well back in those when they were kind of doing their trials or whatever? Like Mikasa got number 1 spot, I remember, but I feel like it might have been Annie who was second at the time as well. I guess that was kind of a big giveaway. I mean, you know he's gonna fight him, Armin. Oh shit. I wonder, yeah, did he like remember the move that he saw or something? I'm just waiting to learn what this plan even is. Shit, he's like breaking him literally. Oh shit, he ripped his arm off. That brings me flashbacks to Aaron's arm.
聞こえるか？逃げるんだ。ひとまず壁まで近づけ。ライナーたちの目的はエレンをさらうことだ。今はまだその阻止を目標にし
They were quite open about that, in all honesty.
ライナーはそう簡単には逃がしてくれない。理性が戻ってる。はあ、でもミカサが言うようにライナーから逃げるのは至難の技だ。
エレン、あれが巨人化したエレンか。
いいかエレン。
It sure is,
逃が
Hannes.
すためにはライナーの動きを封じ時間を稼ぐ必要がある。さっきの関節技で鎧の足を破壊することはできるか。
What, was she like excited to be talking to a Titan or something again, or what was it?
今だけは逃げるが勝ちだ。
This is kind of specific though, how we first
追い詰められてんのはお前
broke his arm off and then now we're going for a leg. It's literally like Eren back in episode 5 of the first season.
本当に全身が石像のように硬いのならあんな風には動けないはずだ。昔の戦争で使ってた鎧にも人体の構造上鉄で覆えない部分が
Yeah, of course.
脇や股の部分とあとは膝の裏側だ。こいつまだ
I'm loving the shots once again, man. Oh shit.
ミカサ勝てる。ライナーに勝てる。
Surely he's not actually gonna be able to do it already, is he? Oh, is he trying to summon? Yeah. Or he's communicating, I guess, to Bertolt. But that's what I was thinking already, that he was summoning others. Just like Annie did.
周囲に他の巨人は見当たりません。ただの悪あがきだ。てめえの首が引っ転げるのが先だ、バカが。見ろ、もうちぎれる。急に叫びやがって。
I'm just waiting for the surprise.
おいおいおいおいおい。
What, is he like dropping him onto him, or what is happening? Oh shit. Naturally. Alright, well, I guess Attack on Cliffhanger continues, but at this point I'm not in any way surprised, obviously, with an ending like this. But other than that, I mean, it was a great episode. There's just not really, I think, that much to talk about because it was action-packed and very much exactly what I had figured this episode would be, which was just this massive fight, for the most part, of course, between Eren and Reiner. And yeah, I mean, it's interesting, obviously, what happened then with the Colossal Titan, or Bertolt, as I would rather just call him. You know, how he just, for a while there, used that different kind of move to, I guess, delay exactly... I mean, just hold off people from being able to attack him. And then ultimately with the... well, I don't know if that was the plan all along, or yeah, like what the strategy for him exactly was there, but it definitely seemed to have come to good use because Reiner very much needed him in that moment, and so that's why Reiner was able to call him in to basically drop him on the two of them. I don't know if that's supposed to be kind of a suicide attempt or if that's, you know, as long as he's taking Eren, of course, you know, with him as well. But yeah, there's actually one like little scene that happened which didn't get delved further into, but I'm actually very curious what that was about, which is the fact that they definitely made sure to focus on the fact that the Colossal Titan did not just consume Ymir, but also somebody else there who, you know, I don't know if that person... No, I don't think that person was actually wounded or something. And I don't know who that was. Like, they just called out that he also ate somebody else. So does that actually mean that that person was also a Titan and they knew about it or something, but everybody else didn't? That's going to be very curious if later on after this fight we're going to learn who else is missing, you know? But for now I don't really have anything concrete to share about that. Lastly, I guess the thing that I can just talk about that I really enjoy about this once again is how they keep bringing back prior scenes, or at least more like scenes also that we didn't get to see in prior timelines. So of course that whole those years of training that they had, the show very quickly skipped over that, right? That was basically, again, I always point out which episode it was, which was the 3rd episode, and I guess still the 4th episode was kind of part of that as well, of the 1st season. That's why we saw them kind of gearing up for joining the Survey Corps and stuff, right? But now we're seeing them actually, like how they used to spend time together and the things that they did, and yeah, we're seeing that of course with a montage here with Annie also once again playing a role, and once again very much confirming that of course Annie and Reiner were definitely part of the same team. I still very much stand by my theories from the intro that I don't really think Ymir was probably part of that plan, and so apparently there's other people as well who do know about the Titan secrets, but might not be necessarily part of the whole whatever entity group, I don't know what to call it at this point, responsible for all the bad stuff going on, so to say. So, you know, yeah, man, like, I don't really know what else I can say. Like I said, it was a super action-packed episode, and I loved it. The direction was great. The shots, of course, again, it's the 3D stuff that I have talked about from the start, but it's coming even more, or it's, you know, like even more getting the justice, I guess, that it deserves in the 2nd season, where they really stepped up the visual shots and all that stuff. Just the quality of the show overall, you know. There was that one scene where we saw kind of the arm of the Colossal Titan and the camera is like spinning around it, and it literally just reminds me of games. And of course, I'm a huge fan, for those who don't know, of gaming in general. So, you know, like, I'm seeing those shots and I'm just reminded of video games, basically, you know, that I've been playing for my whole life. So, yeah, I really enjoyed the episode. And, I mean, do I think specifically from this cliffhanger ending that, like, something really bad could come out of it, like Eren dying? No. Again, that's always kind of, you know, I've been very open about that previously as well. For example, I remember that one cliffhanger ending all the way back in Season 1, Episode 11 or something, where Eren punched Mikasa and it ended there, right? And already there I was like, there's no way Mikasa is dying. Because if some character was to die, which I definitely think is possible in this show, like that a main character could die, but I feel like they would make sure to show it in a very definitive way at that point. And this, again, being a cliffhanger ending, I assume... I mean, I don't know what's gonna happen, but I assume Eren at least will be fine, and, you know, we're just gonna, yeah, see how it all plays out very soon again. But for now, that was basically my reaction to this 7th episode of Season 2 of Attack on Titan. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Of course, if you already want to watch the next 5 episodes, so that is episode 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Actually, that means that we are done with this 2nd season now. Hadn't even thought about that in the intro. But then you can check that out on Patreon. It's going to be linked on top of the description. Full-length reactions are up there as well. OVAs, if you want to check those. Yeah, definitely make sure to do so. Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell, of course, to get updated and notified when I upload these videos twice a week. And then for now, with that being said, hope you enjoyed the video, and I look forward to seeing you back for episode 8.